This is every Soviet tank of World War II. Light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, assault guns, even Lend-Lease machines, over 80 vehicles. Some legendary, some crude, some built in staggering numbers. First up, light tanks and tankets. T-27 Tankat, the Soviet version of the British Cardinaloid design. This tiny two-man vehicle was barely armored and armed with only a single machine gun. Obsolete by 1941, but used in desperate early battles. Over 3,000 were produced in the early 1930 South. T-37 Amphibious Tank, a small reconnaissance tank capable of swimming across rivers. Single machine gun armament made it inadequate for combat. It was used in the early war period, but quickly overwhelmed. The T-37 preceded more successful Soviet amphibious designs. T-38 Amphibious Tank, an improved T-37 with better mobility and reliability, still lightly armed and armored for reconnaissance roles only. It served in the early campaigns of the war. The T-38 was eventually replaced by the more capable T-40 series. T-40 Amphibious Tank, the last pre-war Soviet amphibious light tank design. Armed with either a 12.7mm heavy machine gun or 20mm automatic cannon. It was an adequate reconnaissance vehicle for its time. Production was shifted to the Len, only T-60 after Barbarossa. T-60 light tank, an emergency wartime design simple enough to build in automobile factories. Armed with a 20mm automatic cannon against lightly armored targets. Built in evacuated factories during Germany's initial invasion. Over 6,000 produced despite its severe limitations against German armor. T-70 light tank, an improved T-60 with better armor protection and a 45mm main gun. Two engines in tandem configuration provided adequate power. It made the design more combat capable than the T-60. The T-70 served extensively from 1942 through 1943. T-80 light tank, the final evolution of the T-70 design with improved armor protection. Limited production run as T-34 manufacturing took absolute priority. It was phased out by late 1943 as medium tanks dominated production. Better resources went to vehicles with greater battlefield impact. BT-2 fast tank, the revolutionary Christie suspension system allowed incredible speed. It could run on tracks or wheels for road movement. Thin armor meant speed was its only defense. The BT-2 was the first of the famous BT series cavalry tanks. BT-5 fast tank, an improved BT design featuring a larger turret with better crew space. The 45mm gun replaced the smaller machine gun armament of earlier versions. It saw action in the Spanish Civil War with mixed results. Thousands served in the early years of World War II. BT-7 fast tank, the most numerous. BT variant produced with refined design and better reliability. Sloped armor on later models directly influenced the T-34 development. It fought in Finland, Poland, and the opening of Operation Barbarossa. Crews appreciated its speed, but lamented the thin armor. BT-7M fast tank, the diesel engine variant of the BT-7 using the revolutionary V2 engine. This power plant became the standard for all subsequent Soviet tank designs. Improved operational range made it superior to gasoline versions. The BT-7M was the direct predecessor to the legendary T-34.T-26 light tank, the most numerous Soviet tank of the pre-war period with over 11,000 produced. Based on the British Vickers 6-ton design purchased in the early 1930s, adequate performance in Spain, but completely outclassed by 1941. It suffered catastrophic losses during the German INBAS IONT-26S light tank, a single turret variant, armed with a 45mm gun in the main turret. This was the most common T-26 version in Soviet service. Later models featured welded armor instead of riveted construction. Thousands were destroyed in the opening months of Barbarossa. T-44, an advanced medium tank design appearing at the war's end. Lower profile and torsion bar suspension marked significant improvements. Too late for significant World War II combat service. The T-44 led directly to the famous T-54 post-war design, a 20 prototype, an experimental predecessor to the T-34, maintaining the wheel-track hybrid feature, similar to the BT series but with improved armor. It lost the competition to the A-32 and T-34 designs. The A-20 influenced final T-34 design choices significantly. The 32 prototype, the direct T-34 predecessor with thicker armor than the A-20. Testing proved that heavier armor was viable without excessive mobility loss. This led to the final T-34 production decision, T-34M prototype, an improved T-34 featuring torsion bar suspension instead of Christie. Better suspension and ergonomics would have improved crew comfort. Operation Barbarossa interrupted all development work. Many features eventually appeared in the post-war T-40 design.